This is Channel 4. As a tribute to Simone Signoret, who died last month, we present the film which pioneered the path for a new wave of realistic British cinema and for which Simone Signoret won an Oscar for Best Actress. Room at the Top.
A long flight can be a long haul, particularly if you have to make stops on the way. But there's just one airline that flies to and from Hong Kong non-stop. Cathay Pacific, Hong Kong's airline. Because we know if you spend less time in the air, you'll arrive in better shape.
Dim. Stockings and tights from France. Dim for the sheer sexiness. Sheer fun. Sheer fit. Dim for the sheer fashion. Dim for the sheer colors. And for the sheer French of it. Dim. French fashion for legs.
Epson, one of the largest computer companies in the world, has invented one of the smallest, most powerful computers in the world. It has a very catchy little name, the PX8, and it works anywhere. As you can see, it's indeed raring to go. So wherever your work takes you, you can take your Epson PX8, which is particularly handy for me when I'm working for the European Space Agency in zero gravity.
The Epson PX8, you can take it anywhere.
Where are you going? I'm picking up your present. I shan't be long.
The new Volvo estates are the fastest, quietest, and most refined estate cars we've ever made. They handle like the very best sports looms. You can choose fine leather or soft velour for the seats, and there's every built-in comfort you could desire. As for performance, there's even a turbo version. Of course, you can still carry a 6-foot sofa in the back. But the fact is, even if you don't have loads to carry, there are loads of reasons to own one. The new Volvo estates. Everything you get in a luxurious loom, and more.
A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat. A finger of fudge is just enough until it's time to eat. It's full of peppery goodness, but very small and neat. A finger of fudge is just enough to give your kids a treat.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm worried. Worried about my job, the mortgage, my kids' education, the car, my wife. I'm a worried man.
Hey, you wouldn't go and do anything stupid, would you?
All I'm going to do is go and watch the telly. It's about the only thing that doesn't worry me. I got it from Granada.
Normally, when you rent or buy a Granada TV or video, you're protected by Granada cover. So problems are never a problem.
You mean yours isn't from Granada? That would worry me to death.
I've got a game to catch.
My kiss. Your case, sir.
Won't you?
I must fly.
Over the last 2 years, everyone at British Airways has been trained in the art of putting people first. We seem to have taken it to heart. No wonder British Airways is the world's favorite airline.
Well, I'm trying to pick a winner. Up to the gills in steam when Hong Kong Harry marks my card with a money-making scheme. Importing birds' nests. He says bird's nest soup is a delicacy to your upper-crust Chinese. If you can find some dough, I'll cut you in. Well, I was laughing all the way to the Leeds. Bird's nest soup, obvious. See, I got an account called Liquid Gold, because the Leeds make a solemn pledge that what they mean by liquid is you can always get your wedge. So out it came. Then a little bird said, hang on, son, you're being far too bold, because your money does quite well in here. That's what they mean by gold. So back it went. I said, very sorry, Hong Kong, to give your scheme the push. But there's times when a bird in the hand's worth more than a bird's nest in the mush.
Liquid Gold now pays up to 9.5% for bigger savers, so laugh all the way to the Leeds.
Mellow Blue is deliciously mild, which makes it one of the top Danish cheeses. It's also exceptionally mellow. Danish Blue cheeses in a different vein.
Eclipse pliers?
Yeah.
Eclipse pliers, from one of the toughest ranges of tools you can buy. Eclipse, you'll never find a better partner.
The most vital muscle in your body deserves refined engineering and precise measurement of its efforts. Tunturi produce fitness machines for people who deserve and demand nothing less. Tunturi, machines designed to make you feel more alive.
Some travelers get a little excited about in-flight entertainment. But when they discover how the Jetset improves comfort and sound quality... Jetset. Never leave the ground without it.
Every week, The Economist lifts the lid on politics and current affairs. It brings you inside information on the latest events in the business world. In science and technology, too, it delves deeper than most. The Economist is always enlightening, often provocative, and never dull. The Economist, for the investigative reader.
Did you know there are hundreds of Danish cheeses? From Danish Blue, with a bit of bite, to some very tasty mild blue cheeses. So soft, they'll melt in your mouth. Danish Blue cheeses in a different vein.
I'm picking up your present. I shan't be long.
Volvo estates are the fastest, quietest, and most refined estate cars we've ever made. They handle like the very best sports saloons. You can choose fine leather or soft velour for the seats, and there's every built-in comfort you could desire. As for performance, there's even a turbo version. Of course, you can still carry a 6-foot sofa in the back. But the fact is, even if you don't have loads to carry, there are loads of reasons to own one. The new Volvo Estates. Everything you get in a luxury saloon and more.
One chunk
leads to another.
One chunk
leads to another.
It's the glass in the heart. In every half pound. One chunk
leads to another chunk. One chunk leads to another.
Potter's Walk on a Sunday morning holds few surprises for a keen observer of human nature, like myself. But these are largely creatures of habit. Yet there's something about the Observer reader at number 53 that's fundamentally enigmatic, eclectic, antithetically idiosyncratic even. Know what I mean?
Do something different every Sunday. Read the Observer.
The Cadbury's double-decker came as quite a surprise to me. Cadbury's chocolate crunch and chew for only 15p.
Yeah.
They're 15p in Felixstowe and Frinton-upon-Sea. In Falmouth, Fulham and Featherstone and in Falkirk...
30p.
30?
You get two, don't ya?
Cadbury's double-decker, now only 15p.
Told ya.
Are you reeling in the yeast?
Steely Dan. The very best of Steely Dan, reeling in the years.
We'll turn it round and round. You go back, Jack.
On double album or cassette, $5.99 at HMV, the world's best music stores.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm worried. Worried about my job, the mortgage, my kids' education, the car, my wife. I'm a worried man.
Hey, you wouldn't go and do anything stupid, would you?
All I'm going to do is go and watch the telly. It's about the only thing that doesn't worry me. I got it from Granada.
Normally, when you rent or buy a Granada TV or video, you're protected by Granada cover, so problems are never a problem.
You mean yours isn't from Granada? That would worry me to death.
During the war, Granny always used to give the children Crookes halibut liver oil capsules and wheat germ oil capsules. Today, Crookes have a complete range of vitamins from A to E. I take their multivitamins every day, and Granny takes them too. Well, Crookes have been in the business so long, it's a name we can trust.
Crookes, experts in vitamins for over 50 years.
Now the club, love the club.
Everyone loves the
Club. It's thick as a brick and chocolatey. Lover, 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 love, love. Have you ever seen such variety? Lover, 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 lover. Let me hear it now. Lover, 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 lover. Lover, 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 lover. When I open up a hub, then I'm gonna love, love, 'cause
everyone loves the
club. Imagine a family magazine with up-to-the-minute news and current events, superb sports coverage, recipes and consumer news, cars for sale, holidays and entertainment guides, plus jokes, quizzes and pop pages for the children. Wouldn't it be a bit much to take in? Not really. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Page the Oracle, the magazine on the screen. 9 out of 10 letterboxes prefer it.
This week's TV Times runs the gamut of rags and riches tales, plus all the information you'll need to catch your favourite programmes on ITV and Channel 4. There's more of the royal right to reply for Charles and Di, and even room for the girls on top. George Cole reveals one of TV's best-kept secrets, the identity of her indoors. But if you're more of an outdoor sort, join ITV on Tuesday night and get your kicks on Route 66. And Cilla Black asks you to step inside for the second time so she can show you the flip side of fame. All in this week's TV Times. Don't miss it.
Room at the Top was shown tonight as a tribute to Simone Signoret, who died last month. Next Sunday at 10:50, she stars in Casque d'Or, for which she won a British Academy Award for her role as a passionate courtesan whose love affair with a young carpenter is brought to a tragic end by her jealous underworld protector. And we've come to the end of this Sunday. Just before we leave the subject of films, though, a note that tomorrow night at 11:30, there's a documentary about that distinguished and reticent master of French film, Bresson. But tomorrow's another day, Monday, the start of the working week, and I think they ought to let you go to bed. So, from me, Ali Ballantyne, and all of us here at Channel 4, a warm good night.